It's Saturday, August 8th. Let's play the... Oh, I touched it. Ew. Oh, it burns. It burns like greed incarnate. No, let's play... Oh, stings just a little. The Booster Box game, Double Masters Edition. So I'm gonna bust open this booster box of Double Masters and see if I can get $330 in uncommons, rares, mythics, and maybe some foils. And certainly maybe that box topper, which is what I paid for the box. If I can do so, I will sell those cards and go out to my local game store where I will use that money to buy another box. I will keep repeating this process until I open a booster box that is not worth the cost of itself in those key cards. It's the booster box game. Now I will be looking at the box topper, but I'm gonna save that till the end of each box. In other words, I will open the 24 packs within the Double Masters box first, and then after opening those packs, the box topper. But all in all, I'm looking for $330, oh my God, to get together and sell of those cards that are worth $2 or more. There's actually quite a few uncommons worth $2 or more, so we'll be looking at those as well. Let's get started. Hey, spicy box. I could quit now while I'm ahead, but that wouldn't be fun. So I've sold those cards and taken that money down to my local game store where I have bought box number 2. It's now Sunday, the next day. Let's see what we got. You can win big when you gamble, but it is a gamble. And in the end, the house always takes the prize. I don't think that Double Masters is a bad set. In fact, one thing I'm really disappointed about is that it's a great set. I actually think it's the second best Masters set out of every Masters set ever made. I do think Ultimate Masters, if we're talking, by the way, in isolation of the MSRP or lack of MSRP of just what it costs to get the product, I think Ultimate Masters was the best overall set, but this is a close, very close second, and I could see the argument that it's the best. But I don't see why it costs what it does. Prices adjust to the cost of the box, and you know, this is how booster box games go. They don't prove anything, but this is how sets go. The cards come down and you're gonna maybe get a box with the value in it, or you're not. And I don't see why we have to raise the price of the box just because we are putting extra foils in, extra rares, and taking out a common. I've made the comment before that it's still costing the same relative. I don't believe it's probably costing any difference to make Double Masters packs versus Ultimate Masters packs versus Masters 25 packs or any of that. The only real change in cost is things like commissioning that special borderless artwork, perhaps. But that's still just commissioning artwork, and there's new artwork in every Masters set for a lot of the cards. So ultimately, they're trying to justify making what for them on their production end is the same product, same cost, and then saying, well, there's reasons why it needs to cost more, but not actual production cost reasons. This nefarious, invisible hand of the marketplace, we're putting more valuable cards in, so that's why it costs more. And I see that argument, and that's MTG finance people, really, they come at me like crazy with that's the thing. If you're going to put the more valuable cards in, you got to charge more for it. Don't you understand how markets work? I understand. I just disagree. I object to the premise, and I think I'm entitled to that. And my premise is this is great for card prices. Buy those singles. Buy them now. But ultimately, there's no reason why we can't make a great Magic the Gathering reprint set and charge not that much more than a regular Magic the Gathering set. It's not really costing the company any more to make it than that set, so charge less, print more. That's going to be the philosophy I subscribe to, and people showing me stats and graphs of economics and screaming at me are not going to convince me otherwise. Prices are in flux. A lot of these cards are going to go back up. A real good time to buy singles is probably now. They really went down. That's great. That's wonderful. But I think that those $330, sure, you might get a box like box 1, and maybe you'll open box 2 first, though. So consider that. People who have the money to buy 6, 8, 10, 12 of these can walk away doing really well. Same with that wretched VIP booster pack. But for the average player, just looking to, and you can't even really draft with this, get those games, then yeah, buy singles. I was just talking to pad out the runtime because everyone looks, so they're like, ooh, there's another box, another box, another box. No, there was no other box! What about all the murders? Like what about questions of this guy killed a lot of innocent people, but it was under a curse. I think that's a fair question to ask, his culpability and guilt. Does he even feel guilty? Should he be punished? What would that punishment entail? These are interesting questions that at a certain point in Magic's history, I honestly believe we would get stories about and exploring.
I also love the idea of like Garrick turning up and like he meets up with Jace and goes, oh, I'm all cured now, and Jace goes, oh, Garrick, love to have you back. One quick question though, about those murders, buddy.
Right.
And then them having to have that hard conversation.